Welcome all, this is Glenn of Bro HSV. Welcome to today's unboxing video of a brand new Vespoli SD 175 single. Okay, so this is it, arrival day. Our two new Vespoli SD singles have just arrived on the trailer. Alright, making progress with the unwrapping. Not an easy process. These boats come wrapped in plastic, which is then taped in a spiral fashion with clear packing tape. You don't want to just take out a knife and cut it, so it is a little difficult to get off. They are also wrapped with a thin layer of foam on the bow and stern. Alright, so yesterday we took delivery of two new Vespoli singles. They're the SD version, which is a lower cost version. We took delivery of a 165 and a 175. We unwrapped and rigged the 165 quickly yesterday, and today we'll be continuing on with the 175. We'll look at some of the features of these boats and see what kind of unique features they have. So what do you get for your $69.50? Well, you get a single in a flat matte white color. You get a flag, and you get a set of bow-mounted wing riggers. In the box, in addition to the oar locks, we have the fin, extra bushings so you can change the pitch, and two free straps. Yay! Okay, we'll get this boat rigged and then we'll discuss some of the features that it has. Okay, so with the riggers on, let's look at the method of attachment of the oar lock to the rigger. If we look at the oar lock here, we see that there's this round piece here, and we'll take it off with these two bolts, and then the round piece will slide, the round cylinder I should say, will slide into this hole that's prepared. That'll make it easy to adjust your outboard length, if you can see this, on the boat. So we'll do that. With the cylinder unscrewed from the oar lock, we'll insert it into the hole, making sure that the holes line up with the slot. And then we'll insert the oar lock. Okay, so now we'll try to line this up. There we go. Look at the other. It's important to make sure you're in straight. And then we'll tighten that up. So when we rigged the other boat, we noticed that when we wanted to set the outboard to 160 centimeters, it was just about the width of this wrench from the end. So we'll set this one to there, we'll snug it up. We'll snug it up and measure. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, with both oar locks on now, we'll check the spread. I think I said outboard a minute ago, of course I meant spread. Our goal starting out here is 160. And we are just a hair over 160. So we'll bring it in a little bit before we torque down the oar locks. Alright, we'll double check the spread again. And we're still just a hair over 160, but I'm going to call it close enough for today. Okay, now that we have the riggers and oar locks on, we'll flip this boat over and we'll attach the fin. The fin is unique in this line in that all you have to do is insert the fin and it snaps into place. The good thing is if you break a fin off, there's little chance of it causing the boat to flood because it's watertight, and a new fin should just pop into place. So we have to be careful and just you have to apply a little bit of force, but there you go, fin just pops into place. Okay, now with the boat rigged, I'd like to go over a couple of features of this new Vespoli SD single. The one thing that I really do like about it is it says SD 175 right there on the boat. And what I like about that is that there's no confusion over what weight class this boat is suitable for. This is 175 pounds on average. Some of the features we see, we have carbon reinforced tabs on the underside of the rigger. When I was rigging it, I was curious, since this is 2020, are we going to go metric? And the answer is no, we're still 7/16. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at this foot stretcher height adjustment. Foot stretcher can be slid down or back up, like so. And then you would just tighten these wing nuts up to get it back into position. Once you've made your adjustment, just tighten the wing nuts back down. Might have to hold the back side. This is spring loaded, should prevent you from over tightening. Just get it to where the spring is compressed somewhat, and that should hold it into place. So I really like that feature. Also, again, we have the quick lock cams to adjust your foot stretchers, forward and back. One other thing we noticed about this boat is, compared to other boats, this seat is extremely wide. So if you've got people with wider hips, you also notice the seat rides above the gunnel. So this would be a very good boat for someone who is wide in the hip area. Another comment we have about it is that the tracks don't extend past, at least in their current position, past the front of the this molded area here, so should reduce track bite. As discussed earlier, the snap-in fin, it has this matte finish, which is kind of cool. And I do like this oar lock design. It's easy to adjust. The bow-mounted oar lock, also good for novices in that they can't put their oars in backwards. The gate will always be facing toward your feet. Okay, so to wrap up, we bought two new Vespoli SD singles at 165 and 175. Now the new SD line is considered to be a club boat, so they're going to be a little bit heavier than a high-performance racing single and consequently a little slower, but they should be more durable. We paid $69.50 each, not including shipping, so they are less expensive than a high-end single. Another good feature of these boats is they come in 5 different weight classes: 135, 165, 175, 200, and 225. So it should be easy to get a boat sized appropriately for most people. Now in this time of COVID, singles have been in high demand, but we received these two boats exactly 1 month and a day after ordering them. Contrast this with buying a boat from some of the overseas manufacturers, where you will have to wait until they have a full shipping container to send over. I like that these boats are made in the USA. Now before you discount me as a xenophobic American, I would encourage anyone anywhere to buy local. For instance, if you're Australian, consider a Sykes. Buying local can help keep your neighbors employed, improve your local economy, and reduce pollution and greenhouse gas emissions that come from needless transportation. Okay, rant over. I hope these boats with their durable features will serve the youth and adults in our club for many years to come. This is Glenn, Row HSV. This concludes part 1 of the Vespoli unboxing. Join us soon for part 2, where we'll see how this boat rows and try to get some objective performance measurements. If you want to be notified when the video is available, hit the subscribe button. Thanks.